Sure. I haven't played Drow in a long time. Is Drow any good?
Drow's strong, yeah. Drow's always been good.
Oh my god.
March is still good?
Wait, Alex, you taking 3? I think that man.
I don't know.
3. Yeah, he's not fucking showing anything, so.
He kept.
Oh, he suggests picking Mars.
Wait.
So he thought he was getting 3 for sure, but then.
No, he's.
Why didn't he pick Mars?
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
I see.
Philip K. Dick when he saw like ancient Rome superimposed over like.
He got hit with the pink light.
Yeah, he just sees the 9/11 commission hearings like superimposed.
I quite like, but like the difference in these two things, you know, Bottoms has a scene where a female character has the shit beaten out of her by a male athlete. That in the context of that movie is fucking hilarious. But the context of the movie is that the idea of violence, the idea of receipt in far-off capital can plan our lives better than we can plan them ourselves. This speech cemented Reagan as a serious politician, and in 1966 he ran for and comfortably won the governorship of California. In this position he attacked welfare and sent in the National Guard to crack hippie skulls at Berkeley, but also decriminalized abortions and raised taxes despite campaigning against doing so. So that's a sketch of Reagan. Matt, any thoughts on Ronald Reagan, the guy?
Ronald Reagan was the presidential himbo.
Are you
the himbo's himbo.
Kidding?
Weaknesses. And Clinton's decided to just double down on young and Southern. Because that's all the Democrats really had at that point, because they couldn't really promise to make anything better for anybody.
On the Republican side, Bush and Dan Quayle easily won the renomination, but there would be another factor in the 92 election, a kind of wild card outsider with big, along with NATO and several crises in the Balkans, Bosnia and Kosovo specifically, and elsewhere in places like Somalia, but not sure how much we want to touch here. Seems mostly like the U.S. imperial machine searching for a purpose in a post-Soviet world.
Yeah, so George H.W. Bush started the process of building a new justification for America's military economy. Clinton, of course, had no interest in challenging the American military economy, but it lacked during his term a public justification, and it was essentially just ignored while we argued about other shit. But that it still had to do something, and the thing it did was try to assert the dominance and the validity of NATO in a post-Soviet world, even though the idea of NATO post-Soviet Union is absurd. It was there to counter the Soviets. They're gone. Why do we still need it? Bosnia and Serbia, that's why we still need it. And, of course, Clinton also kept...
Excuse me while I read the fuck tome and watch all my skills go crazy. So I'm kind of cheesing it a little.
Yeah?
I realized something. I've actually gained enough aiming experience that I could get rid of 2 of my aiming traits. You know, put in strong instead.
You'd be like, yeah, and you'd be like soft capped at the same level because the level costs go up exponentially.
Yep. Look out behind you.
I literally ditched my macaroni on the desk so hard there.
Yeah, I actually threw popcorn all over my room again. I'm so mad.
I didn't like.
Been happening since TAP. There's no one's yet happened. So no one yet has come together to represent that tide within the Republican Party. The ones who were horribly outraged by the immigration deal that Bush tried to make. And that was
called Gianni Motti, who supposedly, this is alleged, went to a liposuction center. He had fat taken out of him, and this artist bought the fat from this center.
No.
He then turned it into a bar of soap, and so you could go to a museum and you could see a bar of Berlusconi fat soap that was just sitting there. And the liposuction center denied that they sold it to this artist, obviously, because it became big news.
And the family denied it as well.
No. I was just looking up where the England team are from around the country, and quite a lot of them are from Crawley.
Oh, nice.
And of course, the front crawl is the swimming stroke.
Yes, it is, yes. Any from Brestly?
No?
Exactly. No.
Not that I saw.
Not a place, I suppose.
Yeah.
Can I just alert people who don't know to something amazing that happened in cricket this year that I don't feel like got enough attention for its amazingness.
Yeah.
Which is, and I'm sure cricket fans are probably aware that this had happened, but maybe not how rare it was. So there are 11 ways of getting out in international cricket.
It reaches altitude and it blows up.
Blows up?
It just blows up.
Jesus. I mean, 1954, terrorism hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah, they didn't have that. It was just called that was just called warfare back then.
It was just called the CIA, yeah.
Which
to
me,
not true.
I mean, you can find stuff like that in like like, you know, like anti-German propaganda from World War One.
Yeah, they're still there. They're still doing Nazi shit. And we don't want that here, so we gotta keep them outside.
It's not as if, I mean, the DDR wasn't about rehabilitating Nazis quietly, but, I mean, like, that's where they got a large portion of their but, like, yeah, West Germany.
Shocked, personally.
Yeah, because it's like, where else are you going to find people, you know, in...
What the fuck?
Oh, not
Well, nobody's talking. Harry just assumes that we talk as much as him.
Yeah, that was good.
Not a moment's silence.
Comes in, immediately starts talking, says he can't hear any of, leaves again.
Now I can hear you. Sorry, it fucking broke. I'm not sure how it broke.
Maybe it didn't.
Yeah, I think
it absolutely did.
No one was talking for a second.
Well.
No, because you got cut off. You were saying, actually or something like that, and you got cut off.
Oh, so you didn't hear anything about the,
I heard absolutely
gay try
nothing
guys?
About the guy, the gay try guys, no.
Yeah, so like, you know, all the try guys look gay except for the gay one?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, the Asian one's
Even the
gay,
one who
but
cheated on his wife.
Yeah, that's right, yeah! Beautiful, seamless.
I don't know why Harry bought.
I have anxiety. These are all noodles that should be making me trip.
No, only one that gives you a trip chance is minor pain.
I have hemorrhoids.
What?
What?
All right. I mean, they're okay now, but like, I mean, it is a, you know, you still have hemorrhoids when they're.
Most men will experience hemorrhoids at least once in their life. I don't actually know about women. I too have experienced hemorrhoids.
I mean, last Christmas, you remember my hemorrhoid incident?
Last Christmas, I had hemorrhoids.
My hemorrhoids.
And the very next day,
they were still there.
I still had hemorrhoids.
This Christmas, I'm still in extreme pain.
Actually, I'm fine this year.
Because I still have my hemorrhoids.
Because they're the most popular and well known. The first is what's called the VARC learning model, and the other one is called the Done and Done Learning Styles Inventory. Now it sounds like saying done and done, but that's
Come on. There's two different duns.
Yeah.
This is like an Acme. This is like an Acme cartoon company where you purchase anvils to drop on the Wile E. Coyote.
I mean, even funnier, it's like, do you use the VARC model or the done and done? I mean, just come on.
Yeah. So that's Dunn, spelled D-U-N-N. It's named after its inventors, Dr. Rita Dunn and Dr. Kenneth Dunn.
Okay. Are they at least married?
Yes, they're married.
Okay. Well, that explains it.
So let's start with the VARC model. So it's based on this idea that people can be categorized as visual, oral, reading, or kinesthetic learners. So visual meaning that you learn best through images, reading meaning that you learn best through text, oral meaning you learn best through...
Hold tight, my man. He got the frisbee. So yeah, I thought maybe it was a British slang, but I think it was just that guy going off about bunkers.
Oh, let's take a look. Maybe there's a thing here.
Sorry, Nat, for doing the racism.
Uckers is British slang for a girl who is good at giving men oral sex. It is also synonymous with prostitute. In London,
Curious, Nat, you lied to me.
Ugly.
It is British slang.
Oh, Neil, look at
You
these
just didn't want to tell me.
star-crossed lovers at the door here.
Oh, I saw them. Yeah, I just left them alone because they're just, they're busy.
I think I'm going to do a Romeo and Juliet.
Oh no, Riley, no.